St. Louis, Missouri gets all 4 seasons. I mean, all of them. From brutal below freezing winters to gorgeous but wild springs, the sweltering summers, and those perfect fall days that make you never want to leave. And that's exactly what we're diving into today, is breaking down the 4 seasons that St. Louis provides so you know exactly what you're getting into, from the good to the challenging parts, and especially if you're thinking about making Missouri your next home. I get clients asking me this question constantly. What's the weather really like in St. Louis? And look, if you're coming from out of state, maybe like California, where the temperatures are roughly the same year round, or even Texas, where they have those long, hot summer days, or even Florida, St. Louis is going to be a completely different living experience. Here's how we're breaking this down. I'm covering all 12 months grouped up into 4 seasons. For each season, we'll be hitting 4 key factors. First being the climate reality and what you'll actually experience. Second being the risk and challenges you'll face. Third being the hidden cost that catches people off guard. And last being the lifestyle perks that makes each season worth it. And stick around to the end because I've got something to help you plan for whatever season you're moving here in. Winter hits harder than most people expect, and it's the ice that really throws newcomers off guard. December through February is real winter here. January being the toughest month, with the highs barely hitting the low 30s, having mostly cloudy skies, and honestly one of the windiest times of the year. February is the sneaky one though. Temperatures are hitting right on the freezing level, which often turns into sleet or freezing rain. And that's when roads start getting dangerous and schools start closing. And just one example that you've probably already have seen just 20 minutes away is where a fire truck turns into a helicopter and starts spinning down someone's driveway. Yes, that video was taken right here in St. Louis. Now for hidden cost, your heating bills are about to rise. Plus, you'll need real winter gear. I'm talking about full-on coats. Get ready to have your entire wardrobe just full of hoodies and sweatshirts like me and my wife's. We probably have like 40 of them. You're going to be buying those salt bags for your driveways. And most certainly, I would suggest considering all-terrain tires. Personally, you can survive on just 2 cars. Me and my wife, we live a little bit outside of the city limits, so they tend to be a little bit slower, and our neighborhood in general at kind of cleaning up the area. So yeah, we invested into a Jeep and we don't regret that, especially being able to, go further and not have to skip out on work. Like sometimes you'll see businesses closing, on those days because no one can make it. Here's the cool part. Steinberg Ice Rink runs into March, and Hidden Valley up in Wildwood has skiing, snowboarding, tubing, if the temps cooperate. Yes, Missouri has skiing. Again, have your wardrobe, your car, your driveway, everything prepared. And again, this is only one closet full of hoodies, coats, jackets, and long sleeve shirts. A beautiful season and the most unpredictable one we get here. Let me explain. Everything's warming up and blossoming, but April and May are our wettest months, and we're right in the heart of tornado season. You'll be having lunch on your patio one moment and then getting radar alerts on the next. Expect severe storms with hail, strong winds, and even flash flooding in those low-lying areas. Missouri as a whole sees dozens of tornadoes each year, and spring is prime time. For hidden costs, just make sure that your gutters work, your sump pump in the basement is active and ready. Definitely make sure you have insurance like flood insurance, and roof insurance is definitely a necessity. Many businesses out here profit from hail damage repair, either from vehicles or like my brother's business, veteran owned. and I'll put it up there, but he literally just makes money because so many people's homes get destroyed by hail damage, and you definitely don't want to leave that untreated. But here's the payoff. The Cardinals games start up, Six Flags opens in April, the trails start filling up at parks, and if you want to go on a river float in the warmer days, you can definitely do so. It's unpredictable, but the energy is amazing. Now, spring is definitely one of our most bipolar seasons in St. Louis, so definitely make sure to have multiple weather apps. I personally have like 3 and a tornado app. And if you are not from the Midwest, you need to know what this sound means. Don't freak out, but it just means that a tornado is possibly going to touch down, or the perfect temperatures, and it means to just take shelter now. It's not just hot, it's the humidity that makes it feel relentless. We're talking about highs in the 90s with the humidity making it feel about 10 to 15 degrees higher. So we're talking about 90s that makes a real feel like 105 degrees. Plus, you have not escaped the bipolar weather. You can still get those crazy severe thunderstorms with crazy wind and drops out hail. Heat advisories are real. There's a reason that the outdoor workers change their shifts to either the early mornings or the late evenings. Most construction companies or outdoor workers like to work about 4 hours earlier, because when these heat advisories are consistent, then they can get more work done before the sun even rises. Now, for hidden cost, your AC is going to work overtime. Expect high energy bills, especially if your home is not as insulated or not enough tree coverage. Plus, this might be annoying, and it was for us because at first I had a push mower, but be ready for the grass outside to continually grow over and over, with weekly mowing basically mandatory. This is peak St. Louis though, from the pools, the water parks, the outdoor patio dining, and the baseball games to the outdoor concerts. And the evenings after sunset are just perfect. To plan like a local, you'll be doing your outdoor activities and stuff that you need to get done either early in the morning or late evenings. You will regret doing them during the heat advisories, I promise. This is everyone's favorite season here, especially my wife's, hands down. Crisp mornings, warm afternoons, and way less humidity. October is the magic month with highs in the 70s and colors popping everywhere. Now, September can still throw those 90-degree days. I mean, for personally, it is September right now, and this whole month has been about 90 degrees or even hotter, I would say. So just be prepared to be blasting the air condition. I feel the heat trying to come inside, and yeah, it's just kind of crazy. But as we get into October, again, it's kind of perfect. And then as we get into November to late November, you can start getting that bipolar weather where it's hot, then it's cold, then it's like freezing some days. So you're like, oh crap, winter is coming, be prepared. Now, for hidden costs, this is one of the cheapest months. I mean, except for preparing for winter, you just have more money, or at least my wife does, on just buying, decorations and stuff to just prepare the house and prepare for Christmas, prepare for Halloween. So it's really nice. Now, for lifestyle, you got these Six Flags with Fright Fest. You have your pumpkin patches everywhere, your wineries to go visit. And with mid-November, the Steinberg ice rink starts to open, just telling you that winter is coming right around the corner. If you're planning a relocation here, whether it's in 9 days or 9 months, I put together a free 4-season relocation kit with a checklist. So feel free to put a comment, send me a text, give me a call, and I would love to send that over to you and make your next move as smooth as possible. With all that being said, I hope to see you around town.